Hello, wonderful person. This is Anton, and today I'm going to ask you a simple question. Have you ever wondered how much each of the asteroids we have in our solar system is? Or better even, have you ever wondered how much money we can actually make from mining some of these asteroids? Well, today we're going to talk about just that and why this is actually quite a lucrative business for some of us in the future. Welcome to What the Math. So there's this website called Asterank.com where someone actually went into lengths of not only describing and finding each of the asteroids or major asteroids we've discovered, but also calculating the financial or the commercial statistics and information about each of them. Like, for example, this asteroid right here, known as 9999 JU3, would actually yield about $82 billion if we were to mine it. And not only is this website good at representing the value of each of these asteroids, but it also tells you specifically what each of them most likely has and how much it would cost to both mine and how much profit you would actually make from each of these. So let's actually take a look at this a little bit more using the other data here, known as Asterank, where you only get to see a smaller window because most of the data here is numerical. So here we have everything about each of the asteroids. We have their name, we have type of the asteroid, we have the total value, estimated profit, the speed or the delta V required to reach this asteroid. We also have the average distance to it and the type of the asteroid in terms of group. A lot of this information is super easily available, and this is actually meant for, I guess, the humanity in the future, where one day we actually start mining each of these asteroids, and we need to have all of this data in one place. Now, this is actually really awesome. So you can actually kind of sort it by value, you can sort it by most accessible, like, for example, these asteroids right here are the easiest to reach because they require the least delta V, whereas these ones here are going to be coming closer to us relatively soon, so these can be mined sooner than other ones. Then we have the smallest. These are in descending order, so with Ceres being the largest asteroid possible, closest approaching, specifically approaching Earth, and of course most cost effective. And this is where you want to kind of look at if you want to do an economical analysis of mining the asteroids. Now here it actually says that this is a scientific and economic database of over 600,000 asteroids. This is the asteroids we've discovered so far, but not all of them are actually listed in terms of profitability. So this is actually an upcoming or I guess an ongoing project where a lot of these asteroids will be added to this list as the time progresses. But this asteroid right here, known as Ryugu, is, or at least seems to be, the most cost effective, because even though it doesn't provide you the most profit, it's the easiest to reach and seems to be the easiest to mine as well. And if you go on Wikipedia and look up this asteroid, you'll find out that there's actually a mission that's planned to retrieve samples from this asteroid in December of 2020. So this is a pretty interesting location, and we're definitely going to find out more about this asteroid, hopefully in the next few years. And hopefully when you're watching this video, if this is already past the mission, you know something about it that we don't in the past. Anyway, so this is, I guess, the most cost-effective, but let's actually look at some of the asteroids that have, or that give you the most profit. Unfortunately, I don't think you can actually sort this by profit, but we can take a look at this this column right here and look for the number that has the highest possible profitability. Like, for example, this asteroid right here, Antaros, would yield $1.25 trillion if we were to mine it. So this is a pretty interesting asteroid, and here we can actually see all of the stats behind it, including its orbital parameters, delta V required to reach it, the diameter, which is about 2.3 kilometers, and what it actually contains. And so here we think it contains magnesium silicates, aluminum, and iron silicates, which is basically where most of the profits would be from. We also get the upcoming approaches, so this is when it's going to be close to Earth and how close it's going to be to Earth. And essentially, so let's just say we launch a mission 2026. This is going to be the easiest to approach it, and then by 2038 we can return the spacecraft with all of the mine materials from it. This also shows you the really cool animation of how we kind of discovered this asteroid, or where we've seen it in the skies. And if you scroll down, you also get to see some of the other videos and some of the other pictures. If I keep scrolling down, I'll find another asteroid that even yields more money. This here, Seleucus, or I guess it might be pronounced Seleucus. No, I'm pretty sure it's Seleucus. This here is slightly bigger, but has a lot more expensive stuff in it. So there's some cobalt here, there's a little bit of nickel. So this asteroid would actually be a little bit more profitable if we were to mine it instead of the first asteroid. And this here underneath it is worth even more money. And here we think it's mostly probably because of the actual size, which is about 4.7 kilometers. So it's a little bit bigger in size. And as you keep going down the list, you'll find bigger and more expensive asteroids that would provide even more money. So there's definitely a lot of profits to be made. And this is actually using the 2016, 2017 money. So in the future, this will actually increase quite dramatically. This will be a lot more profitable because the money will obviously reach higher value as well due to things like inflation. So some of these asteroids will actually list something like this is over $100 trillion, and that's because this asteroid is very big and it contains quite a lot of stuff in it. So a lot of these will actually be super profitable. Like here's another one called Syringa. And there might be another one right here known as Nora. So a lot of these asteroids are super expensive. This one is actually 38 kilometers or almost 39 kilometers in diameter. And so there's definitely a lot of money to be made. So, you know, if you're looking for a potential business to start, if you want to do a startup, you might have found it. It might be actually this right here. So check out how much money you can actually make. Obviously, this will take a lot of development and many years of research, but once we kick off this kind of an enterprise, you can imagine we can definitely make quite a lot of money from this. Now, let's look up Ceres, because I'm kind of curious how much money Ceres is worth, and how much money can we actually make from mining Ceres. So if you go under Ceres here, this is the largest asteroid we know, has a lot of nickel, iron, cobalt, water, nitrogen, hydrogen, and ammonia. And according to this, the value of Ceres is only $8.12 trillion, and you would only make about $500 billion in profits if you were to mine it. So this is obviously not as profitable as some of the other ones we've taken a look at. So that's a pretty cool website. I personally was very impressed with all of these mathematical and financial stats that they have here, with how easy it is to navigate, how well it is laid out. And I'm sure that in the future, this will actually become very useful for some of the future enterprises and some of the future missions that might be just doing that, mining asteroids. And if this is not enough for you, you can actually go into the Discover function right here. And this is to help this particular website find more asteroids. And as a matter of fact, you can actually help us discover more asteroids by going through these pictures. And this is actually what we call citizen science. This is when you participate in various scientific experiments with other people. And here, your job is to essentially mark various locations where you think asteroids might be present. So you're looking at these pictures and you're looking at any kind of a motion that you might see in here that you might think represents an asteroid. So this shows you two pictures, and asteroids appear as moving gray-white. So I don't really see any moving gray-white dots here. So I don't think there's any asteroids here. But in this particular picture, there's something happening right here. You can see this white dot, this really tiny white dot right here that seems to be appearing out of nowhere. So we're going to mark that. We're also going to mark this as well. So it looks like there's got to be something going on here. We're going to do this done marking, and I think we're just going to go to the next picture. And so of something like 470,000 images reviewed, there's been potentially 20,000 asteroids discovered, marked by about 3,000 other participants in this particular experiment. And this could be you next. You know what? Go and check it out. It's kind of fun. All of these citizen science experiments have actually been kind of fun so far. I've done quite a lot of them using the previous websites I reviewed in one of the previous videos. And this is definitely something that will help humanity discover more asteroids and possibly make some money in the future, because a lot of these discoveries will then go into the Asterank, where we're going to be able to one day mine them. So that's essentially this website in a nutshell. There's this really cool visualization of all of the asteroids that you can kind of scroll through. Earth is right there as well. So are these other asteroids. And you can kind of just go through this in your own time. You can also accelerate time here. You can go by cost effective. You can sort these out by most valuable asteroids. or once again by the smallest, and then choose series because it's going to be on top. And this kind of gives you an idea of how many asteroids we've actually discovered, how many we've already analyzed, and how much we know about them, and specifically how much money we think we might be able to make from them if we go and mine them. So all in all, this is a super useful website for the future. Maybe not so useful just yet because we haven't developed the technology, but I know that in the future this will be essential for us. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to show in this video, and hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully you'll go and explore the site and learn something about our solar system and about the asteroids in our solar system as well. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with someone who you think might enjoy these videos or might want to learn something using video games and want to know more about space sciences, sciences in general, or maybe likes math and sciences and stuff, you know, things that I do on this channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Come back tomorrow to learn something completely new, something different, and something that you might enjoy watching as well. And anyway, as always guys, space out, stay cool, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And I'm gonna take a look at the most valuable asteroid that we found in this particular simulation, known as 1903 LU. So that's it right there, orbiting in a very peculiar, somewhat eccentric orbit, not nearly close to anything really. Maybe one day we'll go there, collect all of the stuff it has, and make some money.